Question, please.
Nope, it's going to be a Fight Pass. Like
I'm not watching no fake ass Fight
here's the
Pass
thing.
shit,
We're in this torn, like, in-between area. Like, they're now starting to put these cards on Fight Pass. So do we review the next one? Because we can't watch the next one. Like, the next fight is literally next weekend, and it's Dan Henderson versus Shogun. Okay,
who's that?
That's next weekend.
But that's not on Fight Pass. That's Fight Night.
That's Fight Night Brazil. If you watch this right here, how to watch. Cable, it's going to be on Fox Sports 1. Never mind, because it's on the web. So you can also, the Fight Pass also gets it on there. So do we go over this now?
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
So, next week.
Go ahead.
This is going to be a rotten coverage.
No, it is. I mean, we know a little bit about it. No, we don't. Because there's all Brazilians on the card, okay? Right. You know what? We'll talk a little bit about it. Because the bottom line is that Ronnie Jason versus Steven Siler, they're featherweights. We don't know a lot about these fucking guys. So, you know what? We're going to make this fucking fun. Who do you got?
Joe.
My mama's not fighting in that motherfucker.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, honestly,
there's going to be 6 cards on the
6 cards.
6 fights on this card.
Right.
Dog.
I seriously, I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fighters. 6 fighters.
Okay, first off, CB Dollaway is going to lose because he loses all the time.
To Cesar.
Shogun and Dan Henderson, for some reason, is a 5-round fight. It's going to go all 5. I mean, seriously.
It's a headliner.
Yeah, but the last time they fought, like, I thought they both should just stop fighting. Like, the
abuse.
But
it was a fucking phenomenal fight. It's the best fight I've ever seen, maybe.
It could be a replay of what we just watched tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just going to be an all-out war.
And guys, you know what? We got to apologize. But honestly, we're not even going to cover these other fights because I don't think a lot of people don't know who these guys are. People in Brazil will know who they are. But there are a lot of just kind of fights thrown in there. Even on the undercard.
And look, I do not blame the UFC for doing this. They're taking the hometown kids for the hometown crowd. They don't want to take a bunch of American fighters and take them to Brazil because the Brazilians, I mean, yes, they love MMA, but they'd rather see their hometown kids.
Yeah, it's smart.
And this is a great way for the UFC to get the rest of us exposure to these guys that we're not that familiar with.
Right.
Don't blame you, but you can't be mad at us for not even being able to say these cats' name or knowing how to watch them fight.
I mean, the top 3 fights on the card are going to be Leonardo Santos versus Norman Park. That could be an interesting fight. I mean, we know about these guys. They're very evenly matched, if you ask me. I mean, it's nothing more to go into about it. And then in middleweight, before the headliner, you have CB Dollaway going against Cesar.
I can't stand CB Dollaway. I have not liked that dude.
I mean, Cesar's looked really good, so I would go with Cesar. But once again, if you guys did not see the last time that Shogun and Dan Henderson fought, it might have been the best fight ever. It was
the best or
best.
Okay.
I don't know why that's
Lakers on the brain.
I don't know why. Why you want to Why you want to make me have nightmares before I go to bed, Joe?
You said bus. I'm just thinking Jenny Bus, Jerry Bus,
and the
Joe
franchise
Bus.
is a bus with fucking Jim Bus running it.
Yeah, he's driving.
He needs to get on the bus and get the fuck out of town.
Hey.
Just let Phil go to the fucking Knicks. Anyway, who are you going with Mauricio? Who are you going with between Shogun and
let's see.
Dan Henderson?
This fight's in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
TRT has been banned in Vegas. TRT has been banned somewhat in California.
Mm-hmm. Dan Henderson, in my opinion, has to knock Shogun out in the first 2 rounds.
But he can't. Who is knocked Shogun out?
He was beating the shit out of Shogun the first fight, and then he just gassed, like he did with Jake Shields. Gassed. That's what will happen again. I mean, he just doesn't have the engine that he had 10 years ago. And I mean, I think if it gets past the 3rd round, I think this time Shogun will finish him off in front of the hometown crowd.
He got submitted. He got UD'd. He got UD'd. Like, I don't know if this cat's ever really truly been knocked out.
Who?
Oh, Shogun when he fought Jon Jones.
Yeah. Jon Jones is
Machida decision, submission. Yeah. Like, Mark Coleman back in 2006.
Knocked him out?
Yeah, but they were so jacked on juice then it wasn't even funny. Yeah. The probability of Henderson knocking him out is slim to none, so Shogun's going to win this.
Yeah.
Even as hard as Dan Henderson hits. When's the last time Dan Henderson fought?
And Dan Henderson got knocked out for the first time, guys. So, I mean,
that tells you crushed in his last fight.
I mean, I think, I mean, I hate to say this, but both these fighters are on their decline.
Dude.
But it's still an interesting matchup.
If Dan Henderson loses his fight, that's 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Dana White's got to...
Yeah.
His name doesn't have the draw. It does.
I mean, put it this way. I don't think a lot of people. Did you know that they were fighting? Honestly, George, did you know they were fighting this week?
Don't ask stupid questions.
Okay. It's a stupid question. I got labeled a stupid question to ask because I.
And then for all you people out there who've been told your whole entire life, there are no such thing as dumb questions. That's a fucking lie. They usually come from dumb people. I'm not saying you're dumb. What I'm saying is there are you dumb motherfuckers. You ask dumb questions, so don't believe that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, dumb people ask dumb questions.
You just called me a dumb ninja.
No, I did not. No.
You want to go get some French toast?
Anyway, that wraps up our horrible coverage for the fight night that probably, in all honesty, I'm not even going to watch.
Yeah, and when we do report on it, guys, I'm going to tell you what, we're just going to probably cover first the top 3 fights. Yeah.